Last week I attended my daughter's school music night. Now this is adorable. Think of lots of 5 to 9-year-olds singing, dancing, playing instruments. It was an hour. It was a long hour, but it was an adorable hour. And before we went along, my daughter asked me a very interesting question. Dad, when we did the auditions, some of the people weren't very good, but they got in anyway. Why was that? Now, I'll get to my answer at the end of the video, but this question really got me thinking about some of the changes and some of the differences that we've seen between when I was growing up and what is happening now in our education system, but also in the sort of things like sports and music and the arts. You see, when I was a chick, way back when, it was very much a competitive type of thing, that if you auditioned for a play, if you auditioned for a music talent show, and again, it was a talent show, it wasn't a music night, it was a talent show or a battle of the bands, then you had to get in, you had to be at a certain level. And I played bench warmer in so many sporting teams because I got to go, but unless you were at the top end, you weren't going to get the big opportunities. Now, fast forward 20 years, and what we have now, a lot of people actually criticize, which is what they deem a culture of entitlement, a culture of being handheld, and a culture of people giving opportunities to those that don't necessarily earn or deserve them. Now, I don't know what your opinion is on this, and I would like to hear it, but I'm going to let you know a little bit about what I got out of this music night and how it kind of changed some of the ways that I thought. You see, I have been one of those folks. I have criticized the fact that kids these days are so entitled and they get everything handed, the Gen Y, the millennials, the me generation, whatever you want to call it. But what I saw when I was there on that stage was kids getting their opportunity. It could be their first opportunity, and for some, it may be their last opportunity, but they got an opportunity. And to me, that was the main point, is that these kids got to get in front of people and they finished. That's right, regardless of talent level, regardless of skill level, every single kid who got on stage gave it their best, completed their song, their dance, their instrumental number, and then they got off the stage. So they finished, they completed. And you know what? That's something that a lot of older folks like me and possibly like you could probably learn a thing or two from. Because the courage and the bravery that every single one of these kids showed to get up there in front of their peers, their parents, and a bunch of strangers was just amazing. And it kind of blew me away, and it made me think, what have we missed? What opportunities could we have 20 years ago if I and other people my age were given these same opportunities? If we didn't miss out on the talent shows because we weren't quite up there, well, you know what? Where are you going to practice? Where are you going to get the skills and the ability to stand up in front of hundreds of people and put your art out there if you don't get an opportunity to actually do it? And that's what really turned me around on the whole entitlement thing. And at the end of the night, the principal comes out to do her final spiel, her final thank you to the performers, to the parents, to the coordinators. And she says, it's really great that these kids have a safe place to do this and a place to be brave. And to me, that is what resonated the most. And it made me start thinking, do I have a safe place and a brave place? Do you have a safe place and a place to be brave, a place to share your music? If you don't, find yourself a safe place. There are communities online. The GarageBand Users Facebook group is one that I'm part of, that is one of my safe places. You may have friends or family or other people that are in the music scene that are your safe place. So find your safe place and be brave and share your art. And before you start thinking that I'm some sort of new age hippie, although I am, I'm not actually saying here that everyone should be allowed to perform on any stage and let's all clap and cheer and say our kids are the best. Absolutely not. We need to provide support, but constructive feedback. And the same thing goes for other people and for you. Don't put your art out there expecting everyone to just clap and say, that was lovely, dear. What you want is people to give you positive reinforcement of what is good and what is working, but also have the courage to give you feedback. So being able to take on feedback is kind of part two of what we need to be able to be encouraging in our kids and also taking that advice on for ourselves. So what was my response to my daughter? What were my words of wisdom when she asked, hey Dad, why did all these people get in when they weren't particularly good? What I said to her is, buddy, they're not bad, they're just learning. They are practicing, this is their opportunity to improve. And to me, that is the bottom line with all of this, is that everyone needs their first opportunity. Everyone needs the opportunity to improve, to get feedback, and to get better. And as that dog says, you need to give it a go, even though it could be rough. Ending with a dad joke. Now that's my bravery for today. If you'd like to watch some other videos on the channel, there's 2 links down below. You can also subscribe by clicking on the top left corner logo there, and head over to studiolivetoday.com for more rants, but also some useful tips and tricks. See you next time.